So, a 50-year fitness career. That sounds cool, doesn't it? Let's talk about it. Hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 Plus Fitness Journey. Now if this is your first time here, your first visit, just a plain old welcome. Awful good to have you here. So, you saw the thumbnail. 50-year fitness career. So what does that mean? I don't know. I was just talking to somebody yesterday about how long I've been doing this. Had a birthday, I just had a birthday, blah, blah, blah. And it morphed into, well, I've been doing this stuff for decades. And I started counting the decades. Turns out it's 5 decades. You know how long 5 decades is? Long time. It's 50 years. And, that started when I was 14-ish. Well, 14, yeah. And this time of year, actually, Christmas time, got my first weight set, my Ted Williams weight set from Sears and Roebuck for Christmas. And, that's where it all started. And the actual fitness career covers a lot of ground. Initially it started with lifting weights with my little 110-pound weight set. And from that point, lifting weights for school sports. At school, we actually had a gym there for like the football team. With regular Olympic barbells and regular weight room. And then I got into some competitive powerlifting for a while, and then I got into dabbled in some bodybuilding. Actually prepped for a couple of bodybuilding contests, just never did it out of fear of getting on a stage. And then I got into some bike racing, oddly enough, because of a movie I saw. I don't know if you remember the movie Breaking Away, but that was an awesome movie. I saw that, and then that got me into bike racing for a few years. And then got into some running. Then I got into some alcohol. And when I got into some rehabilitation. And now I've been on the longest current fitness streak I've been on. And in that 50 years, it's 8 years contiguous, with one little small break last year with my little ear issue I had, but basically almost an 8-year nonstop fitness streak. And so that covers a lot of ground, and excuse me, a lot of that time is broken. There were some ups, some downs, some ins and outs, but I would not trade this fitness career for anything else I've done in my life. I've had certainly some cool things happen in my life, and but we all have our careers and families and things like that we can celebrate. But this fitness experience for me is paid dividends beyond just the make me feel better kind of thing. I mean, I think that longevity-wise, one can never say for sure, but longevity-wise, I think it's paid dividends. I've been doing this a long time, running, lifting, biking. My knees are still fine. My hips are still fine. Maybe they would have been fine all along anyway, but, I think it does run counter to the folks that say you're going to hurt your back, you're going to ruin your knees. I think it's just the opposite. I think that it's paid dividends in that regard. I think that hopefully it's added or going to add years to my life. But I think more importantly, it's going to add life to my years. And just physical mobility, flexibility, mental clarity, mental well-being. There's a lot of things that play into staying fit. Now, there's also the nutrition part. There's that part. I think, again, there's been ups and downs with that. I've been on good streaks, bad streaks. I've been fat. I've been thin. When I first, about 8 years ago, I guess, when, speaking of the rehabilitation, alcohol rehabilitation, about 8 years ago, at that point, when I went in that rehab facility, I weighed 235 pounds. I've spoken about that before. Got out, came back home, went back to the gym. So that's the heaviest I've been. I've been as low as when I was bike racing. I was the low 160 pound range. That was skinny. And as of this morning, I weigh 187 pounds. I've actually gained 8 or 9 pounds in the last, a few weeks on purpose. But anyway, I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on, I'm getting ready to sneeze. Okay, I'm better. I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on that 50 years. Taking 5 or 6 or 7 minutes to reflect on a 50-year period is kind of weird, but it didn't dawn on me until yesterday. I'd always said it'd been a long time, but 50 years, 5 decades doing a thing. Like I said, not continuously, but doing a thing, that's kind of cool. It's probably one of the cooler things I've done. But if you're a young person watching this, I would recommend it. It doesn't have to be weightlifting, but jump on a fitness path. You'll be glad you did. And when you get to be 60, 64 years old, I think you'll be happy that you chose to be active, to be healthier, to be stronger, to be more vibrant. I'm glad I did it. And not only that, it gave me the opportunity to start this channel, meet some really cool people, share my experiences. It's all been good. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying this. And at this point right now, 64 is the coolest age I've ever been. I'm digging it. I'm looking forward to 30 plus more years of this coolness. All right, that's all. I just wanted to drop that on you guys and gals this morning. It's kind of a ramble, but just a reflection and celebration of 50 years of fitness. A 50-year fitness career. Kind of sounds cool. Anyway, thank you for being here. If you do me the favor, hitting that like button, sharing this with your friends, keep coming back. And if you haven't, please consider subscribing. Would love to have you here with this cool little group, collaborative, sharing, fun, interactive group. Come join us. That's all I got. I really appreciate you being here, as I said. And with that, I will say, until next time, go get 'em. Mark out.